Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure by now many of you heard the news breaking, with the Supreme Court striking down affirmative action. Me, it doesn't impact me. I'm not in these folks' institutions anyway. And their education, is it going to improve? It's still going to be the same lousy education. Education in America is terrible anyway. And they're just going to take these institutions and turn them all white. Let these people have their effed up education. It ain't no good anyway. So let's get into the story. Affirmative action. Supreme Court strikes down race based admissions at Harvard and UNC. So the ruling was 6-3 that could drastically alter college admission policies across the country. Trust me, it will. You saw all this stuff going on with DeSantis, and they're going to flip everything, but let them flip it. We're in the last leg of this country anyway. So if this is the kind of stuff they want to do at the very end, let them have at it. It's not like it's going to save anything. This place is out of here no matter what. So, criticizing the decision, Biden said this was not a normal court and directed the education department to analyze what practices can build a more inclusive and diverse student body. It's awfully funny. He's got everything to say now, but all that stuff going on down in Florida, we have not heard Joe Biden say too much of nothing about what DeSantis was doing, but now he's got everything to say. Isn't it funny how they're so overly concerned about admissions being based on race, which it really wasn't, ladies and gentlemen, because these predominantly white colleges have been that the entire time. Seriously, it's been that way the entire time. So it's funny how they're so concerned about race base admissions, and they had the college cheating scandal because these primarily white and Asian children couldn't get into college on their own merit. Their parents with money had to pay and do all kinds of trickeries and cheating in order to get their kids in there. But see, they'll be the first to come run up in your face talking about you don't deserve to be there because you're melanated, but they will completely ignore the ineligible ones that are within their group and can't get into a college and cheat their way in. They'll just ignore all of that. Like that's not happening. So ladies and gentlemen, so it goes on. Justice Roberts, writing for the 6-3 majority, said two programs unavoidably employ race in a negative manner and involve racial stereotyping in a manner that violates the Constitution. So, for example, he warns that schools should not use such considerations, means of racial selection. Universities may not simply establish through application essays or other means we hold unlawful today. Justice Sonia Sotomayor summarized her dissent from the bench, a rare move that signals profound disagreement. The court, she wrote, was further entrenching racial inequity in education, the very foundation of our democratic government. Well, and she goes on to say the devastating impact of this decision cannot be overstated. That's what she wrote. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have to ask yourself, is their education even worth it? I'm dead serious. Is it even worth it? You know? And this will be an excuse to shut everybody out. But I bet you the ones that look like them folks, they'll still be cheating their way in, and that will go largely ignored. Don't think that all that cheating and these students from them folks side of the track aren't getting their papers done from students in Kenya, getting them to do their entire college education while they walk up on the stage to collect that diploma. You know, these folks always talk like they're eligible for everything and we're not. And we have seen time and time again, just looking at those kind of stories where they're getting all these papers written from Africans and cheating their way in as if that's all. We don't know this is happening. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it because for too long, these folks keep acting like they're eligible for everything and we're not. And it's the biggest joke ever. So, Biden paused before leaving a remark as reporters were asking if the court was rogue. And that's when he said, "This is not a normal court," and we see his son Hunter getting all kinds of preferential treatment up in here. I mean, this place is a joke, y'all. It really, truly is a joke. And yeah, they're going to get to work immediately, and you're going to see dramatic changes out here because this is the way these folks wanted it all along. If they could shut you out of everything, they could. But one thing I would definitely ask our people not to lose sight of, if it wasn't for our forefathers being sold and used in slavery, many of these universities and colleges out here would not exist today. They exist today because they got all of their financing through selling slaves and then use slaves to serve their students and faculties. Never lose sight of that. They're pushing you out of an institution where they had to use our melanated forefathers to even build the institution in the first place. Reparations now, reparations forever. I screw all this mess. Give us our reparations and watch how we will gladly stay out of all of your institutions. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.